Hey everyone, Erik here, and welcome to my first classic Doctor Who review. Wait, something's not right. Oh yeah, it's in color. Let me fix that real quick. There we go, that's a bit better. Now, I'm going to be reviewing The Seeds of Death, the second to last Patrick Troughton story that is fully intact, and the last appearance of the Ice Warriors in his era. Let's not waste any time and get right into the review itself. While the main cast is excellent as usual in the story, the supporting cast is pretty hit and miss. The TMAT Earth-based crew don't have much personality beyond working for TMAT, and the Moon-based crew don't get very much screen time throughout the whole thing, so that's a bit unfortunate. But hey, at least we have Professor Elvin. I really like this character. I'm a lover of pretty much all things historical, and I feel like I could really get along with him. I too would be pretty apprehensive as well if every mode of transport in the world were replaced by something like TMAT. That reminds me, the computer at Earthbase's voice gets very grating after a while. I mean, good God, I've heard Stephen Hawking's voice box sound more realistic, and this was voiced by a real human being.
World food shortages partially relieved, now TMAT becoming operational again. Message to Commander Redno from the Security Council of the United Nations. Congratulations.
All right, let's continue report.
Moving to more positive points, the Ice Warriors are excellent villains here. They're clever, they're calculating, and they only keep the people that they need alive. The rest are surplus and are killed by what must be the least well-aged gun effect. Anyone with iMovie could probably recreate that pretty easily. Not that they'd want to, but that's possible. Staying on the topic of the Ice Warriors' flaws, why didn't they know that their seed pods were vulnerable to water? There is liquid water on Mars, so they could have tested it to see if it needed to be modified in some way. Because there's no way that they would think it'd be okay to leave their pods weak to the thing that covers more than 2/3 of Earth's surface. As a final note about this story, it was a very good idea to leave the fate of TMAT and another transport up in the air at the end. Maybe they did it because the writers couldn't decide what should happen, or maybe so they could leave the viewers to debate the idea. But either way, I think it's a good way to end the story. Overall, despite all my criticisms of this story, I think it is a wonderful adventure, and it even has a lot of significance in the book The Wheel of Ice, where the main villain's father was killed during the events of this story. Without giving too much away. Tune in next time for a review of my all-time favorite Doctor Who story. What is it, you ask? I'll tell you when I review it. See you then.